The riders of the Tour de France reconvened after the second rest day to begin stage 16 high up in Andorra, crossing the border in cold conditions from Pas de la Gassa, the border town with France. They'll be heading to Saint-Gaudens for the 15th time in the history of the Tour de France, 169 kilometres, first of 3 consecutive days in the Pyrenees, in the end of the Tour. 4 categorised climbs on the way, an intermediate sprint as well, and over 3,000 metres of climbing. On the downhill start to the stage, it would be Kasper Asgreen who'd be trying to get up the road. Michał Kwiatkowski would join him with Mattia Cattaneo on the first climb of the day. But even after 65 kilometres, the break was not done. They were chased back at the end of descent number 1. A couple of splits in the bunch, but all the important riders making them. Then another group would go. 14 riders would end up getting up the road. Intermediate sprint taken by 3 of them, with Matthews and Colbrelli sprinting on for points behind. Both of those riders getting closer to Mark Cavendish, who was being protected safely by his teammates in the gruppetto behind. Patrick Konrad would be trying to make things difficult in the breakaway. Chris Juul Jensen up the road as well. 14 riders never really getting too established together, always a split or 2 here and there. On the final climb of the day, the finest serious climb that is, the Col de Portet-d'Aspet, it would be Konrad who'd accelerate. The Austrian champion only ever having won his national championships, 2 wins, the latest coming just a month ago. One by one they'd try to get organised behind and chase. Gaudu and Colbrelli would do that. But they wouldn't see Konrad again. A nervy moment on a descent with some very tragic historical past for both the leader and Colbrelli chasing on. Almost a minute of a gap though with 15 kilometres to go. Konrad looking good, but if they'd got organised behind, there could have been an opportunity to chase him down. That wouldn't be the case. The last 4th category climb of the day came in 7 kilometres from the finish, and Konrad would ride away despite accelerations behind. There'd be a real chance to enjoy the victory as well. A big margin going into the final kilometre, over a minute, and Patrick Konrad making a real name for himself after years having played domestique. He enjoyed it, his team enjoyed it. A second stage win for Bora Hansgrohe, following on from Niels Pollitt's win just a week before. Second place went to Colbrelli, but another chance to win a stage went missing. Third to Michael Matthews. Perrichon and Bonamour, the Frenchmen, in 4th and 5th. Top 10 all made up of the breakaway riders. In the meantime, behind in the peloton, it looked as though it was a pretty calm day until Wout van Aert had looked to try and put a little bit of pressure on with his teammate Jonas Vingegaard. It seemed like a strange move at the time, all the riders in the top 10 present, and all coming across the line together. Tadej Pogačar keeping the yellow jersey. Pogačar leading Uran by 5:18, Vingegaard and Carapaz unchanged in 3rd and 4th. O'Connor in 5th with Kelderman just behind. Top 10 riders all staying the same. Unlikely to be the case, however, going into the next stage. Leaving Muret and heading up to Saint-Lary-Soulan, heading above Saint-Lary-Soulan for a second ever finish at Col de Port, scene of a big victory for Nairo Quintana a couple of years previous. 178 kilometres to ride then, the first of 2 mountain top finishes back-to-back in the Pyrenees. The Tour de France in play right here, right now.